Are you thinking about buying a new home? What if I told you that choosing a brand new home could be one of the best decisions you'll ever make? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down why more buyers than ever are opting for newly built homes and how you can benefit too. From energy efficiency to personalized options, I'm going to cover it all. I'll even share a few personal stories along the way. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Steph, and along with my wife Leslie, we sell homes in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville area. But now let's just dive right into why so many more people are purchasing new homes. Maybe you're thinking about buying a home, as I said earlier, and perhaps you've considered buying a new construction, but maybe you've just thought that a new home construction was financially out of reach for you. Now, I'll talk about that a little bit later, but a new construction home may actually cost you less than a pre-owned home. So don't rule it out. It may be something that'll work out for you. But first, you may be surprised to know that according to the National Association of Realtors, newly built homes accounted for 15% of all homes that sold last year. Now that's the highest percentage in 17 years. So what's driving this trend? Well, let's break it down. Reason number one, avoiding renovations and maintenance headaches. Simply put, people want peace of mind. There's no worrying about leaky pipes, outdated wiring, or old roofs that need replacing. Now, not having to work on your home also frees you up to enjoy other things in life. And many people who purchase a new home come in with the understanding that there won't be anything wrong with it. Well, or that at least that's the way it should be, right? Well, yes and no. I would agree with you that a brand new home should be free of issues. However, because of construction workers putting together homes, they make mistakes just like we all do. There may be a few things about a home that aren't quite right. That's why Leslie and I always recommend that you hire an inspector prior to the close of your new build home. That inspector is going to do a thorough walkthrough inspection of your home, including the major mechanical systems. The inspector will likely find things that maybe you didn't notice, or maybe you even had no idea of because you may not have, for example, gone up in the attic. Now, having a home inspection done before you close on a new build property is yet another crucial step that brings additional peace of mind. Now, each contractor has their own set of rules and guidelines as to how they will handle any issues that might be found, and there's a big difference concerning the type of home you're purchasing. If it's a tract home, that is one that's being built or to be built in a neighborhood of many homes where several models are offered from which to choose, these builders will fix building code defects found in a home, but they usually won't modify home blueprint plans just because you'd like to have something a different way. Custom home builders that allow you to choose a design of your home from the ground up are much more apt to ensure that you get more of what you want in a home. Now, of course, you'll pay quite a bit more for your home if you use a custom builder instead of a tract home builder. But those are but two of the options that you could choose from when you do buy a new build home. So, if avoiding remodeling and updating and in a pre-owned home and all the expenses that you would incur sounds good to you, a new home might just be the way for you to go. Reason number two, customization options. When you buy a new build, you often get to choose design features that fit your style. You could even choose the home's layout if you're using a custom home builder. Now again, the type of home, tract or custom, will mean vast differences in what you're able to choose. So let's talk about some of the choices you can have with a tract home builder. Depending on the builder, you can choose cabinet color, paint color for the walls, choose if your living room has an accent wall, maybe kitchen knobs for the cabinets, maybe carpet in any of the rooms that you'd like to have it in, what kind of countertops you'd like, and maybe even the appliances in the home. And the list goes on. There's multiple options. Now, when it comes to choosing a home's layout, you'll do that by choosing one of the several models that the builder is constructing in that neighborhood. And many times, if the house has yet to be built, you can also choose if you'd like a basement or a deck or a few other options as well. But whether you're purchasing a tract home or a custom built home, the point is that people like having the ability to customize things to meet their desires, styles, and their needs. Whereas when you purchase a pre-owned home, you'll seldom have the ability to make changes, well, at least when it comes to aesthetics, before you move into the home. So let's move on to reason number 3, community amenities. They're another big factor making new builds as popular as they are today. Now, the communities they're built in often come packed with awesome amenities like pools or parks or fitness centers and even event spaces. It's not just about having a house, it's about creating a lifestyle. I mean, imagine morning walks on a nature trail right in your own neighborhood, or weekend pool parties with friends, and or maybe even roasting marshmallows and making s'mores around a community fireplace on a chilly autumn evening. Options like these are but some of the amenities that builders will offer in new build neighborhoods. Now, in many of our videos, Leslie and I have taken you into different neighborhoods with differing amenities. Whether it's been the old Trail neighborhood in Crozet or the Brook Hill neighborhood just north of Charlottesville, and a whole host of others, these neighborhoods are very popular, and that's one reason why we show them to you. However, not everyone wants a ton of amenities and an HOA fee that goes along with it. And for you, there's plenty of neighborhoods here in the area that fit that bill as well and offer no or a very modest HOA fee. Neighborhoods like Old South Village in Stanton and Millview Estates in Bridgewater have wonderful, beautiful homes, and they're both great neighborhoods. However, at the end of the day, homes in amenity-rich neighborhoods are another important reason why people choose to purchase a new build home. Now, before I go on to reason number 4, I just want to take a look at the graph again. I think it's interesting to note that 94% of the people surveyed said that at least one of these areas were why they chose to buy a new build home. I mean, these are major reasons, and I think it's good for you to ask yourself the question, are these things that I want in a home? If so, you should really have an open mind to purchasing a new home and contact Leslie or myself so that we can work with the builder as your advocate to make sure that you receive the things that you need, and a little bit more to come on that here in just a little bit. Now, reason number 4 on the list is limited inventory of existing homes. I mean, we've all heard about the low inventory of existing homes in the market, and it's one of the reasons more buyers are turning to new builds. A shortage of pre-owned homes was never so evident as was in 2022 when Leslie and I would often see homes receive multiple offers from buyers. As a matter of fact, I remember placing an offer on a home for a buyer in 2022, and there were over 20 offers on that particular home. Crazy, right? Well, now today in 2025, things have changed a little bit. We'll still see multiple offers every so often, but usually only with 2 or 3 offers. And don't miss what I said there, it's every so often. It's not nearly as common, but you still might run into it depending on the home that's selling and that people are interested in. But here's the thing. While pre-owned home inventory levels were at their lowest point in 2022, they are still much lower than the average dating back to 1999. That's one of the things that has helped to keep home prices high, by the way, but builders are finally catching up after years of underbuilding. That means more choices for buyers who are open to something new. And don't worry, builders aren't overdoing it. They're just starting to get close to meeting demand. Now, reason number 5, energy efficiency. New homes are often built with the latest materials and technologies, which can save you money on utility bills and reduce your environmental footprint. I mean, whether it's improved insulation in homes today versus 40 years ago, or more energy efficient appliances, maybe a more efficient HVAC system, and certainly more efficient doors and windows than there were 40 years ago, you can save on your monthly expenses when purchasing a new build home over a pre-built home. I mean, how often have you heard of homeowners replacing their doors and windows so that of a pre-owned home so that they can save on their electric bill. I mean, that in itself is a huge aftermarket industry in just the door and window replacement alone. So yes, in most cases, purchasing a new home is going to be more energy efficient, and it'll probably save you some money. Reason number 6, smart home features. All right, tech lovers, this one's for you. Many new builds come pre-equipped with smart home features like programmable thermostats, smart doorbells, and automated lighting. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're in the bedroom of your home or in a hotel room in Tuscany, Italy. As long as you've got an internet connection, you can turn lights on and off and control the temperature of your home. Now, additionally, most security systems are offered with remote features as well, which gives you and many people peace of mind when it comes to protecting your assets in your home. Many builders today are constructing homes with these smart features included. I mean, giving homeowners plenty of convenience and connectability. All right, so those are the 6 reasons many people are purchasing new build homes today instead of pre-owned homes. But wait a minute, I mentioned at the very beginning of the video that I would also tell you why purchasing a new build home could be more affordable than purchasing a pre-owned home. Well, I've actually kind of touched on some of those reasons in talking about the 6 reasons we just discussed, but let me just quickly review them to bring them out more prominently and talk a little bit about another one here at the end. Number 1, you're not putting money into remodeling your home. That not only saves you money, but time as well. And number 2, in addition to saving time and money in remodeling, you're also not maintaining older fixtures and equipment that comes with an older home. Number 3, new build homes are more energy efficient than many pre-owned homes. Number 4, new home builders provide home warranties, that's something we haven't talked about yet, on their homes for a certain period of time. Imagine having a plumbing issue that was accidentally overlooked. With a new home, that would be covered in your home warranty. If you purchased a pre-owned home, you'll probably be paying out of pocket for something that would be similar to that. Number 5, here's another thing that we haven't talked about. Appliances and mechanical products in your home also have manufacturer's warranties for any issues you might have. And here's another one we haven't talked about, number 6, which I think is one of the coolest things that some tract home builders do, and that is to offer financing at their own in-house financing at a lower percentage than the going interest rate. You know, recently Leslie and I sold 2 new construction to be built homes to 2 different families. Now, when these families purchased their homes, the builder who does that in-house financing was offering a limited time 30-year interest rate of 4.99%. Now, when you compare that to the current going interest rate of approximately 7%, the monthly savings and the total loan amount savings over the course of a 30-year loan is huge. How huge? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's suppose you purchase a home and take out a loan for $475,000. Now, without property tax or homeowner's insurance added into the payment, if your financing was at a typical rate today of about 7%, you'd have a monthly mortgage of about $3,160 a month. However, if you purchased that same home and only had a 5% interest rate, your monthly payment decreases by $610 a month to only $2,550. And if you were to live in that home and make monthly payments for 30 years, at 7%, you'd pay $1,138,000 versus $918,000 for a 5% interest rate over the life of your loan. That's a $220,000 difference. All right, so thinking about this, let me put it another way. When it comes to how much home you can afford, obviously interest rates play a huge part. For example, let's say that the maximum monthly payment you could make was that $2,550 that we just mentioned. Well, that roughly means that you could afford that $475,000 home with a 5% interest rate. But how much home could you afford to have that same monthly payment if the interest rate was 7%? The answer? Approximately $383,300. So ask yourself this question. Do you have a better chance of finding a nicer home at $383,000 or $475,000? Really, the difference is night and day. You're looking in two totally different price ranges of homes. So, if you can get a lower interest rate by using the financing a builder sometimes provides when purchasing a new build, it could be well worth it on top of the reasons we've already mentioned. I mean, it could really elevate the type of home you can get into to a whole new level. But before I end the video, I want to mention to you one other thing that you should absolutely do when purchasing a new construction home. Call us. The importance of using your own real estate agent can't be emphasized enough. When purchasing a new home or any home, as our client, Leslie and I are your advocate to make sure that not only the transaction goes more smoothly, but that you receive everything from the builder that you should. Now, builders and sellers and their listing agents are looking out for the best interests of their company or their client. Who's looking out for yours? That's where Leslie and I come in. Builder contracts can be complex with tricky fine print. Having an agent means you've got someone in your corner who can advocate for you, negotiate on your behalf, and ensure you're getting a quality construction. And the best part? Many builders will pay the buyer broker fee, meaning you can focus on just paying for the home. Oh, and by the way, when a builder pays our entire compensation like that, it doesn't have any effect on the price of the home. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain in the form of a licensed professional realtor who will advocate for your needs and your needs alone. So before you make a call straight to the builder and have no advocate, don't leave out this oh so important step of contacting a realtor like us when purchasing a new home, or really any type of home for that matter. You want someone that will advocate for you. So there you have it, the top reasons why more buyers are choosing new build homes. Imagine skipping renovations, customizing your space, and living in a community that fits your lifestyle. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, if you have similar desires in a home that we've talked about today when you're purchasing one, you really should give new home builds a really close look. In order to do that, Leslie and I are just a phone call away, a text away, or an email away. And we would count it our honor to help you as we've been able to help so many other fantastic folks when purchasing a home. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos from us here at Virginia Mountain to Valley Living. But until next time, I'll see you around town.